Tonight begins Shavuot, or Pentecost. And many of the prophets I know have been saying that the great move of God, I've been calling it the global glory, I've called it the greater glory, the great move of God is going to start on Pentecost. And what I believe is that means it's going to start. That doesn't mean it's going to be at the level that it's going to get to. I believe, actually, between Pentecost and Sukkot, Feast of Tabernacles, that you'll see an increase, an increase, an increase, an increase. When I say increase, what I mean is the level of the glory. We've had the glory since Garden of Eden days. That's not new. But there's something new coming that you have no paradigm for. You've never seen before. You've never walked that way before. And it's this global glory that is a game changer for your life, for your family's life, for our country's life, for the world. The least likely people you've ever thought about is that person could never be saved. Just a couple of drops of this glory, and it's a whole new ball game in their life. That's why the Messiah said, all things are possible for those who believe. Now, when I was 30 years of age, coming from a traditional Jewish background, I had an encounter with the glory. Probably one of the greatest encounters I've ever had, because it's kept me walking that narrow road all of these years. So that is how many years? That's that at 30 I had an encounter with the glory, and then I've had several encounters with the glory, but at 80, which will happen this September 7th, at my 80th birthday, there is going to be a major, major, major outpouring of God's glory. I know it. Why do I say that? Well, if I had a major encounter at 30, and then I'm going to have a major encounter at 80, do your math. That's 50 years. Do you know what 50 is a symbol of in the Bible? It's a symbol of the Jubilee. Now, what happens at the Jubilee? Everything stolen is restored. It's a time of restoration. And I'm going to pray that you will have a Jubilee this year. And all the things you've prayed for that seemingly, if you be honest, you'd say, I've given up on the marriage. I've given up on the salvation of my children. I've given up on the visions God has given me. I've just flat given up. I'm worn down. The world, the devil, people, they wore me down. You know what I'm talking about. But here is the truth. You've never walked that way before. And this Pentecost, I want to pray what is being birthed inside of me, because I know what my call is. And at 80, I'm just walking into it. You say, Sid, how could you, 80, you go to a retirement home? Give me a break. You know, there was another famous Jew. His name was Moshe Rabbeinu, otherwise known as Moses. Do you know when his ministry started? Good guess. At 80. Do you know how long he lived? He lived to 120. Do you know why he lived so many years thereafter? He lived in the glory. You're about ready to live in the glory. You will see a miracle on your videos or TV screen when you see my show, because in the glory, I'm going to get younger. I'm going to get stronger. I'm going to get smarter. I'm going to pack so much glory. And here's the good news. It's not for the superstar. I'm going to do this so I can instruct you to have that superstar within you, his name is Jesus, be released. I want my call, the greatest call I've ever had, is to bring you where it's breaking out all over the world, the glory, and to have these people instruct how you can enter into that glory. And I'm going to pray over you right now. Oh God, I pray that your glory, your peace, your purpose, your destiny would just overcome your people right now. I pray that everyone hearing my voice will walk into their full destiny starting this Pentecost. And I pray it in the name that is above every name. Do you know where you're seated right now? You are seated at the right hand of God the Father, according to the book of Ephesians. That means everything is under your feet. So stop reacting. Start acting according to the Word of God, because the best is yet to come.